Schword.
Jurassic.
Park.
Rhythm.
World.
Let the rhythm take you higher. Let the rhythm take you higher.
Maybe give us some money at the same time as the rhythm takes you higher.
Look at the graphic. It's been redone to accentuate the dollar sign.
Sometimes they give me salad in my thing.
I can't even remember that thing we did.
But I'm like, don't give me the salad in the thing.
I don't. You know, they probably think there's only going to be 2 voices in this stream. But you know what? Oh, iconic!
Iconic.
I'm here. I'm Dan. She's here. That's Dasia. Dasia Bear. And over there in the corner, on the upper right.
Hi. Top 9.
That's Mr. Stephen James.
There's me.
Some people say DeStefano. They're wrong.
Hey, look. I'm not going to say that PHs deserve to die, but I hope they burn in hell.
Yo, this is a no pH household.
No pH.
Joining us today on the stream, as Dashi so eloquently pointed out, Mr. Hitchcock.
Mr. Hitchcock.
There he is.
Mr. Hitchcock.
Yo,
We've just been collecting Funko Pops like crazy.
let's just be real. The shit is like crack because we never had a Funko Pop. We missed that train completely. And then we got one, and then all of a sudden we got like 12.
Yep.
I
Which
got
one did we
that.
get first? I feel like it was the gargoyles. Hercules. We got Hercules the first time. Yeah.
Gargoyles? Hercules.
Gargoyles, Hercules. That's the guy from Gargoyles.
Which one? The
Hercules.
old one?
The blue one, like the biggest, the hugest dude in Gargoyles.
Goliath?
Huh?
Yeah, Steve's right.
Goliath. I'm like
Goliath.
Hercules. Who the fuck is Hercules?
Goliath. That's right. What
Who
the
put the
fuck?
glad in gladiator?
I was very confused for a moment.
Wow.
Hercules.
So add Stasia and Hercules to the Steve MC Escher list.
Yes, MC Escher
Wait,
list.
what
It's-
happened?
Oh man, I was trying to say something about I think it was like Geiger or Lovecraft, and I said Escher, and it was just
Yeah, he was trying to say that the art style reminded him of Alien. And he's like, oh, it's which is H.R. Geiger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's like, she's very MC Escher. And then it was like, we waited a second, and then it was like, we both paused, and I was like, the staircase dude?
like he verbalized it as my brain was like,
Oh
wait,
my
that's not right. That's not
God.
right.
That's not the thing at all. But oh my God, if only there was a mega collection of all the times you said some dumb shit on stream, like that would be the one.
So here we are, just walking around.
Oh, there's a game. Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah, we're back to Chrono Trigger. So Stassi, do you remember what happened last?
Yeah, it was that terrible castle, and it was terrible, and I fucking hated it, and now I'm free, so,
No.
much like my college.
Do you not remember going to the magical kingdom of Zeal?
Oh, that's right.
Do you not remember the entire last stream?
I remember now. It just took me a second, you know?
Oh my God, the
We got
impression.
Eddie.
I know. That's what I'm most afraid of, dude. I'm so scared.
You ride Dactyl?
Where are we going?
Okay. Do you remember what happened last? The prophet put us in the portal and had Shala seal it after we went through.
Yeah, I remember that.
And do you remember what it showed? It showed us what we need to get back there. Do you remember where it showed us to go?
Not specifically, no.
We have the pendant, and the pendant is powered up. And the pendant can
Oh,
now
we need
open.
to go the places now.
The pendant can now open the doors in the future.
Yes, now we could go. Wait. The fuck, did I make a
I just
full
remembered. I gotta check
circle?
on a thing.
He's got to
Can we
check a
just,
thing.
Like, land anywhere? Maybe right here? Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going over here then. Mystic
Going back
Mountain.
up the Mystic Mountain. And now, if it was named the Misty Mountain, then I could say we're doing the Misty Mountain Hop, and then all 3.5 Led Zeppelin fans who are watching this stream can rejoice at my pun.
Nice. So I was really impressed by the Crimson album. I really
Nice.
liked it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate prog rock sometimes.
Uh-huh.
But this was a good combo. Like it was really nice.
Yeah, it's definitely more jazzy, I think, than
Yeah.
typical prog rock. Definitely had more jazz elements. Oh my God, you're almost dead.
What the fuck just happened?
You never healed. After the fight, oh no. Oh no. It's like Dark Souls.
What the
Oh
fuck?
no. We're all dead.
How far is it gonna take me?
I right back to that. Wherever you saved last, I'm assuming. See, it's all right there.
Okay.
Steph.
I'm gonna just heal real quick. What the fuck was that?
Because remember, you fought. Dalton brought the golem in, and then the golem killed you, but you were
will
safe.
never break the seal.
Oh, what happened over here? The fuck did I miss?
I fucking died from a fight with some dinosaurs because I never healed after my first fight.
Oh.
Healed after the save after she lost the golem.
Oh, right. You got beat by the Midgard Zolom. I forgot about that.
We all did.
Yo, Steve, can I tell you? I mean, I guess, you know what? We're out of fucking spoiler territory. If you didn't play it at this point, go fuck yourself. There is a moment in Final
Oh,
Fantasy.
but you won't tell me nothing about Dark Souls.
Hell fucking no, I won't tell you nothing about Dark Souls. That's
Okay.
all you, baby boy. That's all you.
What were you gonna say?
There is a moment in Final Fantasy 15 where you're exploring the countryside and you make a turn and you go down a thing, and all of a sudden, right there for the world to see, all giant and huge in HD graphics, the Midgard Zolom from Final Fantasy 7, and it's just like,
Oh,
I had like the only nerdgasm. I was like,
Screenshot it.
oh my, it was amazing, dude. I'm gonna just say it. I know it's a divisive game. I love Final Fantasy 15. I think that game is awesome.
Why do you think it is so divisive, though?
It kind of took the MMO style of mission structure, and it's a very action-heavy game, and the story is light in a few parts in terms of storytelling. There was some stuff that could have been fleshed out that kind of didn't get fleshed out. I was willing to do the work and watch the supplemental material. Like, there's some animes and a short film and a fucking full-length movie. And if you watch all that stuff, the game holds together a lot better. I was able, I put in the work to get the extra story, so then I was able to take in the story of the game way better because I knew a lot more going in than you would if you just went in blind.
Mm-hmm.
So, but even still, the story's great. It's just told very minimalist. And it leaves a lot of open holes. And I guess I was in that zone of, like, I had played Dark Souls, so I was, like, okay with that. I wasn't really...
All right, I can fill those holes.
Yeah, I didn't need it to be told. There's some stuff that didn't get fleshed out that was supposed to be coming in future DLC. And there's a bunch of DLC I didn't even get to play. One in particular, the female lead, the love interest character, was supposed to get a chapter in the story, and now that's not going to happen. And so that's a bummer. Because, yeah, her character was definitely a little... lacking in the motivation department, but yeah, it was great. It was great. If you played one Final Fantasy in terms of plot, you kind of know what the hell's going on. You could fill in the gaps. But I think that was the main thing. I think people were kind of a little let down with the storytelling portion of it. They wanted a tighter narrative.
Tighter narrative. Have you Stas, what's your is this your dream team?
Here's the thing. I really like several combinations in this game, and I think Luca and Biddy are really good together with him. But yeah, no, Sean is definitely my boy right now, right here. Yeah.
He looks so sad every time. They all look so sad when you leave them.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
I can only take two of you.
Protodome, right?
Correct.
Yep. So Dan had a very interesting experience today. I actually managed to get him an interesting Christmas present this time. He is
Fetus in a
freshly
jar.
he's freshly out of a sensory deprivation tank, which, as I said before, it's future. It's future. He was in the tank becoming a consciousness, and I was out there in 80s Russia, aka Brighton Beach. What represent?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, Fuck. I would highly recommend it. So the way it works is they put me in a tank. Well, first they had me strip down and take a shower. So I was like, get all the oil off my body and just be like 100% fresh. And then I went and I got in a tank naked, and they booted this thing up. And it for the first 15 minutes they had kind of like. Hold on, I just want to make sure that Dasia's going to the right place. Oh shit! Actually, I think you went to. Yeah. Okay, you got to go back across the lab, to the left. So then for the first 15 minutes, I was laying in there, and they had like this kind of chill music, kind of zen ass sounding music playing, and colored lights were like on, not strobing like to give you a fucking headache, but they were just on and kind of moving slowly. Yeah. So that was cool, and I was like laying in the tank, and at first I was like, I don't know if I even want all this. This seems like, contradictory to what I want this experience to be. But it ended up being cool because while I was focusing on the light and the music, my body started to kind of like get used to the fact
What's the button that I have to like?
B?
B, right?
I believe B is the burst button.
Oh, it's probably A for you right now. We'll switch the controller. Because I think we made it so that it matches. But I don't know if it's still set like that. Try pressing B and see what happens. Yeah, it worked? Okay, yeah.
Kinda?
There you go.
Hey,
Ooh, right at the last second. You overtook the man.
Okay, so I was in there, and it was cool because you're in, the way it works is like you're in a crazy amount of salt water, right? And it's like temperature regulated.
Yeah.
So when you're in there, like at first it takes some getting used to because you're laying in this water, but you're really laying on the water, because you're not. Oh shit. We dropped. Are we back? Steve, were you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just cut out for sure.
Yeah, we lost the internet for a second. So you're floating on top of the water. But
hence why the Dead Sea has the same thing, because the concentration of salt water.
You already know. So this is completely the right way to go, but maybe you want to check the other domes, because there might be some doors that you could open now.
Yeah.
That's where the sewer is, where you actually have to go. So it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to like search in these domes for doors that you can open.
Now that you have a pendant.
But yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little bouncing all over the place. So I'm floating in the water. It took some getting used to, because when you're in that kind of state, you're immediately aware of how tense you are. You know what I mean? Because your body is resistant to just like letting go and relaxing, but you have nowhere to go. You're floating. So like it took a little bit to just kind of get my body to cooperate with like the, hey, relax, bro. So in the end, I actually kind of liked it when the lights went out and I was in complete darkness. It felt like, oh, okay, pregame show is over. Now
it's time to begin. Yeah,
the pay-per-view is starting now. So that was really cool. I wouldn't say that it was. I don't know if it's because I've done this before. Like I made my own sensory deprivation box in my closet a few years back, or B, just my history with psychedelic drugs. I've taken a lot more of those since the last time I did that. So I don't know if maybe I'm just more used to like kind of putting this thing down and going to another thing. So it wasn't as jarring. I was actually kind of comfortable, which I didn't expect, in terms of like, I felt still kind of present the whole time, but I definitely had some very intense moments of lucid thought, where I was having a lot of thoughts, but I wasn't overcomplicating them with my feelings about those thoughts, which is, I think, really what gets us all caught up most of the time. You have a thought and then you fucking cast a judgment on yourself and lash your back 12 times and whatever, before you can even like get through the fucking thought, right? Anyone who is creatively minded knows that fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I'm gonna do this project. I'm gonna do this and this and this. Nah, but that's stupid and that's dumb and I'm not really good at that. And then you just put the shit down and never even work on it, So like that. So that kind of went away and I was able to think very clearly. And then in the last 10 minutes, they put the lights on again. And that is when I kind of like realized how much looser my body had gotten. And I was like enjoying stretching in this water and like really feeling my muscles relax. And so when it was over, I got out. I took another shower, got dressed, and when I came out of the room, is kind of when I realized, oh shit, I feel good.
Oh shit, yeah.
If you go to the room down and on the right, I think there's a gimmick you can get into.
There is. I just didn't want to say anything.
Actually, I'm a little bit confused as to what the fuck am I doing? Right here, right?
Yeah, go down, go up,
Right.
and to the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just follow it. You'll see a door.
What?
But yeah, so to bring it all back around, I would absolutely recommend it to anyone who is feeling overburdened with stress or tension for sure. If you're having like a bit of a like holding your tension in a place in your body and you're just having that and maybe your head's a little it's a nice refresher. The places that we went to was really cool. They don't rush you. They don't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. Okay, get in there. We got 12 customers coming through.
Yeah.
They give you your time. They don't rush you with anything. When you're done, they take you to like a lounge room, and they're just like, here, have tea, sit down, like get acclimated to like, yeah, completely decompress. They don't tell you get out in 30 minutes. You can just stay there for an hour, or they don't care.
The girl actually told me this because the place is actually, interestingly enough, Russian owned. So I talked to the girl at the reception. I saw her today at the reception. Wait, hold on.
So you're so far advanced past these guys that you can just attack. You could just spam the button. It won't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't fuck with it.
So, yeah, and her name was...
Oh, wow, wait, 1 second. 401, 401, 401. Is that your max health for everybody?
No, right now I'm just the tonics, it takes me 2 tonics to heal them now.
Oh, but that's just cool.
I should have used something else. But whatever. I'll just use the I'm still hungry thing before. Yeah, so I was talking to the girl at the reception. She was really nice. She was like, yeah, some people will take... She was Russian. She was like, some people will take two minutes to take a shower. Some people like to take 15. You can't just rush the people out. I'm like, you're very wise, Alina. She was like, thank you. Yeah, she was really nice. She was really sweet. And she completely understood that, like, you can't really, like, kick somebody out, after they fucking undergone something like that.
Antithesis of the experience that they're trying to create.
Yeah. She like floats a lot, apparently. She told me that like that's the activity that like, oh my god, these fucking rats. I fucking hate them so much. Cocksuckers, fucking shit.
Attacked by a moving object.
Yeah, it was so chill and honestly like I didn't get a lot of like vision-y type stuff this time. I caught some small. I was had some shadows dancing on this side and a couple of like light flashes on this side. Nothing like super formative. There were a couple of times where I was seeing something that looked like faces and I wanted to catch what it was, but I couldn't focus enough. I was too. Man, you know what it really made me realize most of all though is that I have been pretty anxious because it took most of the hour to come down from anxious,
To get settled.
Yeah, man. What it really showed me is that I'll probably go back.
You will. Here's the thing, the place is called Araragat. Like, I just want to do a little bit of a thing for it because everybody thinks that it's like crazy expensive money.
Right.
It's
That's
not.
the other thing. It's really not that expensive. I mean, we're talking like $60-$70.
It was the most that you'll pay for a 60-minute session is $75. You could go for packages and you could stay in the tank for 90 minutes, which is a little bit more. It's like, I think it's like $169. But and for people that come up first time, you pay $55. So it is not even as much as the Groupon services tell you. It's like I paid the same amount that I would inside the fucking shop. So
that's the same as if you went to, 2 movies.
Exactly. Go up and then that way, to the right, to the left. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's the cost of going to 2 movies with 2 people. Like, it's not that expensive. and it was an experience. You know, I'm sure it wouldn't be for everybody. I will say, if you're the type of person who's maybe a little cautious because of being in an enclosed space, it doesn't feel that way. Really.
Yeah.
It doesn't give off that vibe. Oh, you need to go around to the other door.
And actually, you don't even have to sit there, and if you do not want to hallucinate and you do not want to experience any of that and just want to fucking float because it's beneficial to your fucking health, you can just leave the door open.
Yeah, you can leave. Right, they're very cool about it. You can leave the door open, leave the lights on. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to go into complete darkness. Like, they're very like chill again because they're trying to cultivate a peaceful vibe. So
Yeah.
Experience. Yeah, they have a button inside the tank. If you're flipping out because it's dark, you have control.
on the light.
Turn the light on. You know what I mean?
And you
So-
could literally stay there with extremely pretty lights and just stare at the ceiling and listen to the fucking music that they could play for you the entire time. And yeah, the place is amazing and it's very relaxing. You just sit there in like the room after and just drink fucking tea surrounded by like weird Russian books, I guess. You know? It was really nice. It was really nice.
Oh, and you opened your first door.
Pimpin'. Hit ring.
Hit ring.
Elixir. Lumen
Lumen
robe.
Holy shit.
Gold earring.
That's a huge item.
Yeah, the gold earring is huge. I'm gonna tell you right now, you probably gonna want to put that gold earring on Chrono
Because it's gold.
because it's gold and it's beautiful.
And he's flossy. Oh, you don't sell nothing? I like your style. You don't sell shit. Look, did you see what that did?
What did it do actually? I just put it on.
Hey.
I'm sorry guys, I just took a giant nap. And like I'm like super awake, not awake. Danny said I looked like a demon before, but yes.
Take a look at your
But
max
take
hit points.
Yeah, take it off and then take it back, put it back on.
Yeah.
So that your max hit points 478.
478, right?
478.
Now go put that ring on. That gold earring.
Earned. Holy shit.
I am immortal.
So yeah, so that's a
So
thing.
what's the lumen robe? I was just wondering.
Lumen robe is for girls.
Ladies can use it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Magic Defense +5.
So pimpin'.
Dolly Clopes.
So
I want that.
So I want to I would suggest that you right now there's one more of these that you can go to right now. Am I thinking?
One or two. I think it's just one.
So you could either go to you could go back to where you first came into the future, way back when you got here the first time. And remember the first time you ever landed in the future, there was a door like that in that.
Yeah.
So you can go back to all the way to that dome and get whatever's there.
Look, he doesn't do any damage on it.
And then I would suggest going to the sewer and making your way to the other side.
Cool.
Have you been through the sewer yet?
She went through the sewer once. She did the whole thing. So she's going to have a breeze going through it now. She's literally just going to take all the shortcuts.
Nice, good.
She did the whole sewer at one point. That was when she went to the dome that she needs to go to now and saw that cutscene that I've never seen before with fucking Balthazar and all that. And I was like, what?
Where are we going?
I was like, I've never seen that cutscene before. I was blown away. I was
Which one?
it's Balthazar and the New, and they're talking about Shala and all this stuff, and like go down
Yeah.
and left. And like I never saw that. I never went there out of sequence.
So you never went there first.
I never, because why would you? You don't have to, right? Like I just never went there because it's just not in the sequence of events because it's a dead end. You can't do anything over there. So
Which is crazy because you wouldn't know, and you went the linear path, which is so unlike you.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just one of those things because that's just how I did it the first time. And
Yeah, I feel like you'd know every area in that place. That's like.
I was blown away. I can't believe there was something in this game I hadn't seen. I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. But as it turns out, I didn't realize that I'd never done that. You know what I mean? It never occurred to me that I'd never done that. But yeah, so that's where you have to go. That place where I freaked out about
Alright.
that cutscene. That's exactly where you have to go.
Yeah, no, I know that. I know that part. I'm just.
Pardon me. God, I'm so dry. It's been the last few streams and just like keep moving away to cough. It's kind of driving me crazy. I like dryness in my throat.
You got to get
The
coconut
cough
oil.
button. We need
honey.
a cough button. We'd push it too much.
Get one of the foot pedal ones. You just step
Oh.
on it.
What's that?
That's how you
Why is
open.
it glowing?
Because you opened. Remember you had to do that was after you caught the rat.
Oh, that's right.
Remember
I
that
hate
gimmick?
that rat. Jesus.
Your boy, the rat.
I hated that.
How many times?
Everybody's fucking looking at me.
Okay.
Hi guys, can I
use
have
the,
some
use the
privacy?
gimmick and save.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I mean, you saved their entire future, perhaps.
That's real.
You gave them the only source of food. Now they ain't
And
got to
they're
use
just
this.
standing there for the past like 2 months.
Right?
When you walk out the door,
But
they
I'm
break
still
out
hungry.
chips. They were just fucking with you.
HP restored. We're still hungry.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? How like nobody does anything in this town.
Oh look, they got
They
the
all just
pin.
wait for you.
It's like, what the fuck, bro? Just do your shit and like maybe try to like repopulate or something. I don't know. Like have some
I
sex.
think the thing is, like, they aren't doing anything. It makes sense for them because they had lost all hope. Like, you restored hope for them. They
Yeah.
had nothing. They were too hungry to do anything. They had no hope. They were just literally going to stay there until they eventually died.
That's real. Oh,
Like, the first thing that I realized about this game in this zone was the utter lack of hope.
Hope.
Desperation. Like, if you stand out here, you get hurt.
yeah.
The wind
Yeah.
is toxic.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
Like, it's subtle things that they just add.
Okay, so
Oh wait, so I lose HP just by standing out here?
yeah,
Yes.
you do.
You could die in a zone just.
You won't die.
No,
Say
I
it'll
think
take
it,
one.
yeah, I don't think it takes you all the way down. So
Actually, I just wanna.
Save. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a save. You will never break the seal.
Is there a reason why you use all three?
just roll them saves in case something goes wrong.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like a reason why. Oh, the shelter.
No, you're good. You use the energy drawn.
Oh, that's right.
The trigger drawn.
But you are still hungry.
Jigga jigga.
So right, so you can backtrack through this place and get over there, and you'll find another door you can open. Remember this place with your friend?
I love him. He's wonderful.
Standard
Look at him. He's
standard attack should just kill.
stand in a place where you live.
Yeah, you don't need to do text or anything.
You are now OP for the zone, which is a wonderful feeling. I mean, when I think about, I need to take a puff on my inhaler. Y'all hear me breathing?
Oh,
Fucking,
baby.
when I think about why I love RPGs and like what drew me to them, that feeling is absolutely tantamount to why I love RPGs. That thing of like, you go back to a zone where you barely survived and you fucking crush, murder, dominate.
Yeah.
I fucking love
And then you're like, I am now a god.
that. Which
You fucked with me for like 3 hours.
Which again, Dark Souls. That it's like it's all that, you know. You just go fucking murder face. Yo, I'm really proud of the last episode of that stream.
It was good. I enjoyed it too. Best outfit we've had so far.
I know that fucking sword.
You had a little difficulty.
See if you did him dirty with that sword.
And it's not a bad sword. It just wasn't ready for what we were doing.
I thought he was a high elite level Dark Souls player. Apparently, I threw a little curveball they couldn't handle too well.
I've never claimed it. I handled it fine.
Remember, these guys, you have to use a very specific thing.
Oh
Get
shit.
my inhaler. Asthma boy.
Wait.
There's literally only one thing that hurts them.
Shit, I forget what that is.
It's in Chrono. It's Chrono's ability, an early ability. No, that's Frog. So go to Chrono. Chrono's always first. Yeah. And go up. You're in his combos right now.
Lightning?
Oh.
Hit that
No.
lightning too.
I mean, let's see.
No, it's slash.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, lightning works too. Oh,
Yeah, it's magic. I think.
I don't think it's magic. I don't think it's any magic.
Oh, it's magic, you know.
People believe it's not so.
I just keep attacking them for no fucking reason.
I was wondering the same thing. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Tracy Morgan, I think I mentioned this on the Dark Souls stream, but Tracy Morgan's The Last OG, really good show. I was very surprised with how good it is. It's Hood Rescue Me.
What up,
Yeah?
Upsize, baby? Yeah, that is exactly who we are. We played Gang Beasts. Was that yesterday? 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Yeah, we're in the middle of a Chrono Trigger playthrough. We've been doing it for the last couple of months.
Oh yeah, Ice Ice Baby 27. Hello, Ice Ice Baby 27.
Cool.
What were we talking about? Fucking
Tracy Morgan and The Last
Tracy
OG.
Morgan. My friend's set in fucking she was in a rehab with his son for a
Nice.
second, and he kept like calling her while we lived together. It was kind of funny. Yeah,
Did
he
he-
was just like, hey,
At some-
woo.
Was he cool?
He was cool. He was cool. She said that she had a lot of fun being in rehab with him.
He was a fun rehab mate. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I suppose if you're-
Tracy Morgan Jr. calling my friend every time to hang out, and she's just like, I'm upstate, can't do anything.
And do it.
I'm sorry, Tracy Morgan Jr. It was kind of like
Right,
that. It was hilarious.
Do you feel an obligation to say Tracy Morgan Jr. every time you talk to Tracy
Yeah,
Morgan Jr.?
basically.
It's my
It's like
man.
Robert Downey Jr. You have to say the whole thing. It's like
Yeah.
Tribe Called.
It's the friendship that you earn after a while, you know, like,
It's great.
you know, it's like if fucking Pearl Jam called you, you'd be like, hey, Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Just the
Oh, Shaq
miracle.
learns Rock Throw. Falcon Hit Double Tech has been acquired.
Refer to them as the empirical Pearl Jam.
Like, hello, Pearl Jam.
Yes, hello, Pearl Jam. And
Right.
it doesn't matter which one is calling you.
Yeah, right.
Just one of the Pearl Jams. Where am I going?
You're almost there. You gotta continue on the way you're going.
Which is where,
You're right. No, go right.
right? Over
Yes.
here?
No.
Okay.
Other right. The one you were headed in the right direction. Where that rat was.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, that show's really good. And I started watching a show that apparently got canceled and people are very upset about it. But Lucifer, which basically it's like watching something that I wrote down many, many years ago being done better. And it's very annoying because
Oh,
it's
man.
better.
I think, wow, you know what? It seems like we're having a little bit of creative talk on this stream, right? Because, again, I feel like everybody who does creative work, like, has that moment where you have an idea and it's so rock solid in your brain and you've never moved on the idea. And then one day you see it almost completely realized in someone else's vision and you go, fuck. And then, you know what, though? I feel like that always settles back down into, it was a good idea. You know?
Yeah. I'm okay if it's done well, and this is done really well. For me, if it was done poorly, that's the thing that upsets me because it's like, man, I didn't pull the trigger on it. They did this and it sucked. You know what I mean? That's when I'm like, upset with myself.
Yeah,
You
that's,
If it's well, you're like, oh, well, at least like you said, at least I know it's a good idea and they took it and they've done something well with it as opposed to just shitting all over it. And then I feel like the idea is, you know, inferior because of the execution of the other people who sucked at it, you know?
Of course. Yeah, I had that a few times musically with like a good 10 years ago. I was on that vibe of like I want to do a video for every song on an album because that's clearly where things are going. You know, you could just see where like that would be well received, and I just never moved on it. And it's been done. Alice in Chains just for their new album did a video for every song that then turned into a full-length movie. They did a full-length movie to accompany their new album.
You're heading the
I
right
actually
way.
got to do something really quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, is it a dance party?
You okay?
Yeah. I actually realized I should do the gimmick with my ears.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go for it. We'll
Yeah.
just talk bullshit while you're gone. Which by the way, I gotta say, it's seeming like the new Alice in Chains album is pretty good. I like every song I've heard so far.
Your production questions are gone. By the way, if you guys do like the channel, make sure you click some of the links down below, like the YouTube channel. If you missed any episodes, if you like the channel, check that out. There's also links to donate if you want, or catch some of the highlights, little snippets that are there. So make sure you click After the stream, obviously. God, don't leave us now. We have abandonment issues.
I know, for real. Like, we need friends, man. We all we have is each other.
We rely on you.
But yeah, it's funny. I was just looking at the chat, and he's like, I didn't realize how many channels I followed. I had to click load 3 more times, and that shit made me laugh. I was like, yo, when I first got on Twitch, I did the same shit. I was like, oh, I like you, follow. I like you, follow. And then, like, one by one, like, the inbox started flooding up. And then I realized, like, all right, we're just going to take that off. Oh, you only have 2 videos. You never come on. Get out. And then you end up with, like, the follow is, like, full of channels that you genuinely like and watch regularly.
Yeah, that's why I put my alerts on.
Oh, my God. Which, fuck, Steve. Yeah, the alerts. I guess you got to pick and choose who you.
Yeah,
turn
pick
on.
and choose.
Yeah.
This way, it doesn't show up every time. Like, it shows up when you go online.
Mhm.
It shows up when Capital goes online. It shows up when a few other content creators that I enjoy go online. But other than that, you know, if someone's online that I see, I have to see it be online in order to click it.
Right. Yeah, because I feel like a personal obligation to follow anybody I know who does it, who makes a channel. I'm like, I gotta follow you 100%. Like, you know, follow a host. You know, like, let's go, let's do the thing. You know, try to like give people some love, man. Just work together on that shit. But I
am back.
I was gonna say I'm a little bit in mourning. One of my mainstay YouTube channels is no more.
Where am I going again?
You're going down.
Down?
Yes. The Super Best Friends have ended their run.
Oh, why is that?
Personal differences. Just, you know,
Eh.
hit the wall of not wanting to keep working.
They just keep stealing my
No,
fucking
I think you-
tonics.
Wait,
Work-
is this the right way? Yeah.
Yeah, she should be going left, and I believe it's down and then out.
Fucking 501
Yeah.
the fucking cocksucker.
Yo, he got you for your paper.
Sometimes they stick you for your paper.
No, I hate this area so much.
Yeah, man, just super. It's weird. I was talking about this off stream because now this has happened a few times where a few different channels that I've enjoyed that have become kind of like mainstays in my week have disbanded this year, and it's weird because when you like a TV show, right, that was on TV, you'd watch it every week, it'd have its run, but there was always breaks, and there was always, you know, there was always off season where you would watch reruns or whatever.
Yeah.
So you were used to it going away for a
Yeah.
while. And so once it went away for good, it was just, okay, the show is done and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you're sad and you miss it, but it wasn't like, this is something new. It's a new feeling because what happens when you get your hooks deep in a channel, they become part of your daily ritual. And you don't realize until it's over that, like, it's one of these domes. I don't remember which one.
Top.
It's this one, actually.
Yeah, you don't realize until it's over that, like, holy shit, you know, this is a part of my everyday life and now it's gone. And there's a strange, like, empty feeling that happens that it's I'm calling it,
Got one wallet?
it's a new feeling for me. I never really experienced that before, you know? Where it's like it's something like how you feel when you stop being friends with somebody, or, like, you know what I mean, when a person moves away and you know you're not going to see them.
It's like, damn, like you were such a part of what I did every single day. Yeah.
It's been really.
You brought up an interesting point about the way that television can go away for a while. So creatively, usually when it's off the air is when they're writing for the next season or they're pre-producing the next season, but there's a break. With YouTube content, there is no break. There is no, you know, this is season 1 and then it's over, and then you have months. You know, some channels work that way, but they're not as successful as the ones that have to create content every single week. So there is no separation of, all right, I'm going to take this week off. You know what I mean? I'm going to take 3 months off, you know, where if we're working together, I don't have to see you for 3 months. We don't have to, I can see you in a personal capacity as opposed to just a professional capacity. You know what I mean? YouTube, or, you know, new media, as I like to call it, it doesn't have that sort of built-in break for content creators. That's why I think they push themselves so hard to have months. Most people don't. I'm talking outside of the live streaming aspect of it. Most people pre-produce their stuff and they record. They do like 12, 13-hour sessions to get days and days and days ahead of themselves, so they can have a day off or 2 days off or a month off. But they're promoting it as they're editing it and going along. So it's just very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's funny. It's gonna take time to really. Oh, okay.
While it turns XP into gold.
That gold stud, you should probably give to Chrono, because this way you'll have a lot more magic uses with him. And then, because it cuts the MP usage by 75%. So your spells take 75% less to use.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah, give the gimmick to somebody else. Just because I think his spells, you use them a lot and they take up a lot of MP, But oh yeah, sorry.
The wallet turns experience into gold.
Right. So if you're ever in a pinch and you need money, you can throw that on and battle, and instead of getting experience, you'll get money.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Only for that character, though, I believe.
What was I gonna say though? Oh, right. You were talking about that, and I was gonna say that if you don't want to walk through all this, you can take the portal that's in there, go back to the end of time, and use the portal. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just have to take the bike race one more time. Not have to walk through that whole zone again.
Do I have to win it to actually?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's interesting, and I think that there will eventually be a leveling out since it's become such a norm, and it's so. I mean, like, internet stars in a lot of ways are the new rock star. You know what I mean? They're traveling. They got tons of people in their pocket. They're reaching a lot of people. So I think at some point there's probably gonna be a level off where. You're probably right. That's probably exactly the way it needs to be, where like you need to be ahead of your content, so that, but you see even now, like with YouTube sort of changing and people like not being completely comfortable with how they're making money off of it. Like I look at Gerard from Super Beard Bros. That dude looks fucking strung out. He looks tired.
Because it was his lifestyle. It was his livelihood.
Well, that's the thing. Because now not only are they doing content for YouTube, but they're doing content for their Patreon.
Yep.
Which they get exclusive content that content gets later put over to YouTube, but like they're shooting so much all the time to keep the revenue stream up. And I'm realizing that like if you're gonna survive in that world, then you gotta get ahead of it. You have to have content that. Well, here's the fucking downside. And I know I'm like talking in circles a little bit, but I'm making realizations as I'm saying it. The nature of like something like Let's Playing is very topical, because you're talking about things that are like, as you're playing, you're talking about things that are current.
I'm battling Prince.
When you go back and watch an old stream and they mention something, you kind of like laugh at the old shit that was popping at one point. You're like, oh yeah, remember when that was everywhere? Like I was watching back the Beard Bros Dark Souls 3 playthrough, and they referenced the guy, the Spanish guy with the no teeth, laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
You remember that when that was everywhere for a while?
Yeah, you got to kind of you have to figure out how far you can get ahead of it and still stay topical, or you have to keep your content evergreen.
Right. So it's a balance of both. So that's also what makes it tough to record super ahead of time and release, is that thing of like, if you say shit that's topical, then like
I'd be dating yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but it's a new form. It's a new form of entertainment, man. So it's gonna take some time to really like get to that point where it's understood.
Oh, these fuckers.
But you know what? It's a cool time to be living in.
Yep.
We're doing this. We couldn't have fucking done this,
I mean, we were doing this, but now people are just sitting in on it.
I wish we, yeah, true. I wish we had a platform like this when we were younger fellas. We would have, like, if this was around when we were 18, we would have used the shit out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Or even 22, we'd have used the shit out of it.
We're in the lost sort of generation in between both. So it's just the nature of who we are.
But it's fun, and I'm having a good time. How you feeling, Stas?
Good.
You ready for hard progress?
Yeah, definitely.
Almost there.
Yeah, almost there. You opened up. You did. It's funny because you kind of already did this part for yourself, so now you can just walk to the exit, which is pretty awesome, you know?
And this was the first really annoying part for me.
Right there. I think it's that
There.
ladder. Yeah. So you remember when you did this earlier?
Sorta. Honestly, it's been a long time ago, and
Yeah. Well, you did this part out of sequence, so you kind of already opened up everything you needed.
yeah. So I'm
Normally,
going over
you'd be
here?
going through that right now. Yeah. Here's where you're going. Remember, I had the soda cans and
Oh,
stuff.
look at him. Hello.
Hey.
Strange creature.
Oh, Stevie.
The professor's programming was, in a sense, his own eulogy. Soon, I too will be asleep forever.
Oh.
But first, there's one thing I must do. Program error. Memory banks have failed.
Oh no.
Ah, yeah.
Strange
The
creature.
professor's program. This is just a recording to remind you of what I already said. Burp.
I'm
What's that
excited.
sad? So the professor is dead?
I'm excited. I'm excited for what's going forward.
I know. The pendant shimmers. I have a shimmering pendant. Delightful.
Yeah.
My name is Chrono. This is why they never let me talk.
Rakes.
I suck.
Always rakes.
For those of you who are Simpsons fans, enjoy that. When I first figured out that was Kelsey Grammer, I was over the moon. Like, I loved Kelsey Grammer to begin with.
That
once I
sounds
figured out-
familiar.
Frasier.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Sideshow Bob on The Simpsons.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh my God.
God.
Huh?
That's fucking awesome.
To those who open the door, I am Balthazar, the guru of reason. I once lived in the kingdom of Zeal.
Zool.
A great disaster in Zeal somehow threw me into this era. To my surprise, Lavos exists here, and I suspect in other periods as well. Aeons ago, Lavos descended from the heavens. Burrowing deep into the world's core, he began to consume our planet's energy and grow stronger.
Oh, shoot. Major plot stuff, folks.
Lavos disappeared briefly when he was summoned away by a mighty wizard who lived in Gardia in the year 600. In 1999, Lavos claims this area and reigns from high atop Death Peak.
Guys, remember when we were all hanging out at Death Peak in 1999? I was like 4.
Damn.
Damn, so in the scenario of this game, you would have had a rough life.
Yeah.
You'd have a rough life. You'd be hungry still.
Well, you were too.
Well, I was 11.
What makes you not hungry while you're
I'm just
11?
saying, I was 11. I had a little more understanding of what was going on.
You
Like,
already have-
I would remember life before, is what I'm saying. You would not. You'd be like, you'd only know the end of time.
I'm 4.
We would be Carl in The Walking Dead.
Right, exactly. Lavos continues to replicate. Like a giant parasite, he is consuming our world.
But, like, wouldn't that make your life a little bit more harder? Because you remember the fucking good times?
Maybe, yeah, actually.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I just know this. I was born in this. I'm like the gangsta beast. So,
Right.
you
Okay.
know?
That's all well and good, but are you paying attention to the plot? Because we're getting
Yes,
major,
I am. I
major,
absolutely
major
am.
plot here. Forced to live here, I continue to conduct research on Lavos, but I am growing old. And it is impossible to keep sane in such trying times. So before I lose it completely, I shall safeguard my data and my ultimate creation.
Shit. These are the recordings from the professor, I believe.
Balthazar,
It's a toaster.
How I long to return home, but I have grown frail. So you who have opened the door, I leave things in your hands. Only by mastering time itself do you stand a chance against Lavos.
Oh shit, are we about to Doctor Who this bitch?
Shit. I was actually this actually reminds me of some shit that Ron Swanson would say. This is my will. This is the what are these weird symbols? This is for the man that will kill me. He will understand.
The Mammon Machine.
What are these symbols? Ha! I knew not to be threatened by you.
I love Ron Swanson.
So beautiful.
The odds will be against you, but you are true heroes. The world is in your hands. Open now the last door and take what you find there. My last invention.
It's like a
The
super
toaster
dildo.
oven. Oh,
My wings of time.
Hmm.
it's just a Keurig. Balthazar lost his mind before he finished it.
Oh, you got me. You got me. Oh, no. Wait, it puts the coffee directly into the cup? Wow.
Wings of time. And
It's
you like,
magic.
and it's really strong coffee, so you kind of feel like you're just like, like you know how sometimes you just like elevate over yourself, and you're just like, this is the highest that you like, and you're not really like energized by it. It's just your consciousness, just like, so you're the same amount of tired, but the coffee makes you like, you know.
Yeah.
Death Wish.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. Dependent shivers. So Bish, you ain't ready.
Woo! What? This is my ride? By dactyls? Ooh!
What this thing, she says. You're supposed to be reading
Oh shit!
dialogue.
What this thing?
This moves through time. Wow, I just realized we have like the dyslexia crew. Like in terms of dialogue, we got like Team Mushmouth Squad.
Right? You got fucking the mute, the lady who don't speak no English, and the one that speaks fucking old English.
Broke ass old English. Oh my god.
How do we even get
None of
into
them
this?
articulate very well if you really think about it.
No.
Fucking Luca's a damn foul-mouthed sailor.
Oh, I
You know,
love her.
you got the princess. You got Robo, who only speaks in fucking emotionally disconnected. You know,
Yo, I'm gonna just tell the real truth right now. I'm gonna lay some honesty on the squad. Luca, confirmed waifu.
Yeah.
That's my one. She's foul-mouthed. She's bisexual. She's super hot. She makes robots. She got purple hair.
Excuse me. Minus the robots and purple hair.
all you need is a mallet.
Woo.
She's
I got a kiss, guys.
she's super fly, man. I can't.
Where am I
Maybe-
going into this
Maybe you
fucking
forgot the keys. Did you
Keurig
get
machine?
the keys?
Oh,
Did you get the keys?
I don't have the. Wait, do I have the keys?
Go get the keys.
Where?
You gotta get them.
I like what you did there, Steve. I like that. That was good.
Thanks.
Oh, there's.
He just had to walk out the room for a
He's
second.
like. I like how he walks. He's like.
I love the
Good.
news. The news.
Good.
I want a new plushie. That's what I want.
Yeah, like a stuffed one.
You can.
Scared you, didn't I?
That's probably the only plushie that exists.
Yeah, you seen the new?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scared you, didn't I?
It's me, Balthazar.
What?
Why does he sound like Professor Frink?
Stevie.
Oh, I copied my memory into this thing. What do you think? Anyway, there's something I need to explain. Many things, namely how to actually transcend time. Press the Y button for the time gauge.
Not yet. After when you have.
No, but that then use the L and B Spumoni buttons to select an area. Error, stupid robot. Oh yeah. Before you go, why don't you?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't.
Take a nap. Real quick.
Oh, I love
quick
him.
nappy nappy.
Name my time machine. It's that everyone's favorite game show name.
Oh.
Time machine. Da-da-da. What will you name it?
I can't wait to see what she names it. I have no
Hey.
idea. The BLO. The Blorp.
Come on and take a ride into Blorp. Hop aboard.
The Blorp.
Steve, you ready to watch her fucking brain explode?
Yep. Well,
Eh?
sort of. You gotta move out of the way, bud. This ends the professor's message.
Just get in the chair.
Now loading. Mumble mumble.
Oh. I'll miss the end of time though.
You can go.
I can still go?
Mhm.
Cool.
It's in fact, keep going. Go back up.
Go the other. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I would suggest that's where you go first, actually.
See? You can go to the end of time still in this.
Oh.
What's happening?
Did great at first.
Blorb's capable of this?
Landing in soup.
Okay, go ahead and disembark. And
Scoop, scoop, scoop.
look where you are.
Hey,
That's your parking spot.
Nice. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Mhm.
interesting. So he actually finished the Wings of Time.
It's a Keurig.
Does it come in peppermint? In fact, he gave his life for it. I'm old and senile. Why don't put the device to good use? Take it to the ancient land of magic. Come see me anytime. Think of me as your guide. I'm just gonna sleep here with flanked by two beautiful women. Yeah, say that, Marie.
Sick. Sick.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a very specific moment that's coming.
I know. I know. All right, so hop in your Wings of Time and go back to Zeal.
Blorp.
I'm sorry. Hop in your blorp.
Hop in your Blorp.
Hop in your blorp. I mean, the professor put so much into this Keurig. I thought you were gonna name it Keurig.
Yeah, I
But it
was
doesn't
gonna,
fit.
but it didn't fit. It wouldn't fit.
Plus, I don't know how to spell it.
Right.
It's Keurig.
You're going to the Dark Ages.
Yeah, 1200 PC.
Hell yeah!
Ain't that pimpin'?
It's awesome. I love my ride. It
Ain't
looks
that-
like a vagina from here. It's like a gray yellow vagina.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Not very good.
And-
Gray and yellow is not the colors you want for your vagine.
Right.
Your vaginook.
Vagino? That's my aunt's name, I guess.
Your aunt's name is
Vaginook.
Vaginook. Vaginook.
Got it.
My mom had a boss back in the 90s whose name was, I think it was Natalia Wagner. Serious, like, Wagner.
Shout outs to Daddy Wagner. We love you. Your
Yep.
home team for life. Look, baby, you're finally gonna get to go to that place that had you so curious.
Oh, shit.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Oh, he was going the right way before.
Oh, she's exercising. Come on.
Oh my gosh, are
Shoot.
you gonna fight me? This is Algary. That's you. That's you, Steve.
This is Algady, the village of the Earthbound Ones. Welcome.
The Earthbound ones.
Hmm.
And, yo, Steve, I made some killer progress today on my idea for a video game.
Nice.
I have a really cool idea and today I wrote down a whole lot of shit. Oh,
I think I still have the file from last time. We Earthbound ones lack magical powers. That's why we were banished from Zeal.
Ooh, Zeal banishes people? Interesting enough.
Yeah,
I
because
already knew they were fucking weird.
You did call it right away. You were like,
oh, this is like a meeting, I guess. I just came into like a business meeting.
Homegirl was like, this place is sus. 2 seconds in.
Come to think of it, the way that the chair, many inhabitants of this place were taken by to build the Ocean Palace and are never seen again. I just realized I'm a girl. I'll walk slowly. Yeah, want to buy something?
What's he got? Oh, you don't got much money.
Oh my god, what is
Well, you still have all that gear that's old that you haven't sold. I don't know if the gimmick is you're keeping your gear.
Oh, no, I'm not keeping my gear.
So you still got mad shit.
Yes, and then I just gotta go to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just go
remember,
down.
you're looking for things that have gray. Remember, you have a lot of tabs that you have not used.
And see, gold helm.
Um,
Use, but
so yeah, anything that has blue numbers means that it's higher than what they have equipped currently. So you're looking for stuff that has grayed out numbers. Anything that's grayed out for everybody, that you can sell. So you gotta do some equipping for some of these characters, but
I guess I could just like sell the iron suit. Yeah?
she's currently wearing. Oh, I see. But you have one that you could sell. Yeah.
But remember, you're going to be buying stuff
Okay,
to replace.
I'm not gonna do this right now because I feel like that's too much. Like, let me just explore the area because I'm like, wait, could I get their stuff over here maybe?
This is also the kind of stuff that you can do off camera.
Yeah, I'd rather do that off camera because I feel like that's too much commitment, and I'm not gonna just bore y'all in the stream with technical shit. Okay, you're just gonna move really slow. Okay, I'm sorry you're really depressed that you got banished from a cult, but you should be happy. You're not gonna spend any more money on shit that you don't need.
Listen, when you reach the fourth, right? When you reach the 4th tier, they're just gonna tell you about Xeno anyway.
Yeah, the queen put the Mammon machine in the Ocean Palace to absorb Lavos' energy. Is that safe?
Probably not.
She locked the Guru of Life on the mountain of woe for opposing her, for the situation is hopeless.
Oh. Sorry.
Seems that the situation is hopeless because he's locked in Mount Woe. The Guru of Life said that Sir Janice has stronger powers than even Miss Shala. Janice must be using her and the Queen to get to Lavos.
I'm sorry, it's Janus? Like anus?
No.
It's pronounced Janus.
No. No.
I have an itch in my Janus.
Gotta scratch my Janus.
I didn't wipe properly, so I have an itch
Janus is...
in my Janus.
Look, growing vagina.
No.
Yes. Oh, hi,
The bee's nest is dangerous. Better stay away, okay?
little. Okay, little man.
You don't want to fuck around with them. Well, wait, what? Long ago, the enlightened ones and the earthbounds lived as one. You got it, all malls?
She just smokes a lot.
Specifically, Paul Malls.
Yeah, that's my wife. You want to spend the night with her?
Oh, swingers, nice. I'm the king of the swingers. Whoa, the jungle.
I like how you didn't even entertain it. You're like, nah, I'm out.
They're all a little bit weird. They're like the ex-cultists that kind of wanted to stay in the cult.
This hole leads to the beast's nest, though the nest will reach the place of chains, which anchors the mountain of.
Whoa.
That was disgusting.
So, you want to HJ or something? Our hero, the Guru of Life, rejected the Queen's plan, so he was banished to the Mountain of Woe. Yeah,
Mountain of Woe.
in case you didn't get it from the 16 other people who just told you. Guy's trapped, top of the mountain.
Get in there, do the thing.
Get in the hole.
Get in the mountain and do the thing.
See, this is why I was saying about the weapons.
Baby, you gotta use them tabs. You got so many tabs. I love you, but you got mad tabs. Oh, giving them the love.
Love.
Damn. Zonze Allstars. Estoy bien, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come again?
Should I use a magic tab on her? She doesn't have magic, right?
That's right.
Her attack counts as shadow magic. Sorry, that's Robo. Never mind. Got that.
You good? Everybody's healed. You actually haven't had a fight in a while. You barely fought in this stream. Oh shit! He's
Not for long. Oh, they're awesome.
spoke words.
Hey, Dan.
What happened?
Look at your telephone.
Look at my telephone door. Gonna go to my telephone door. Gonna go to that and look at the telephone and see what's going on. Gonna do it incognito.
Boom, 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 boom.
Perhaps.
Should be interesting.
Yep. Well, you know, it's the we can hold the hand or we can allow.
No. I was just asking a general question. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. We can allow the thought process to cook on its own.
Oh, Rolo kick. So, what's your favorite spell so far? Is there one that you like to use more than?
Well, I'm still like really into X Strike because it's fancy. But no spells like that are specifically. Oh, this is my jam. I like lightning a lot,
Okay.
but also that's the one that I use the most.
I like X Strike a lot too. It's just cool and natural.
Yeah.
It's what you expect swordsmen to do, like, you know.
It's such a simple graphic. It's a fucking line coming out of each character, but damn, does it feel good, right?
Yeah.
Back Strike is still to this day one of my favorite techs in this game. You know.
I like Spire too. Spire is really cool. It's one of my favorite looking ones.
Fire!
Ooh. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, you haven't tried out the Falcon hit yet.
Oh.
Falcon
What's
is
that from?
That's Chrono and
Ayla.
Is it Ayla or Isla? How's it pronounced?
I say Ayla.
It's Isla.
Potato. Is it data or is it data? You know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure. I always said Ayla when I was a kid, but more recently I just started saying Isla because my brain changed. I guess. You know.
It's some shit in Japanese anyway. So.
That's true. Lord only knows what it's actually pronounced.
Yeah. It could be actually translated to rock cave lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real. Yeah, that's awesome. I wonder.
Which
It translates to shack.
That's right. It does. You can't pass through here, fool.
dun, 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 dun.
Dum, dropping on your domicile. To the reason of lightning to on that bish. Bish will catch a stish. Gonna drop that shit on your domicile.
Oh, they got
Just
triple.
drop that on your domicile. Down.
He's on one knee. He's T-bowing.
Did not like. Boom.
And sweet.
Crunchy. Super crunch, boys.
Dun, dun. Super crunch bear.
Still alive, though. Still alive. Got that Riviv. Dropping that Riviv. Angels come down from heaven.
I remember somebody was like, it's a phoenix down. I'm like, no. Everywhere else, that's acceptable. In the Final Fantasy universe, it's phoenix down. Here it is not.
Okay, at least we're healed.
Still good. Still good. Still good. It's been a minute, right? All of a sudden, you're in the boss fight.
That's a boss fight?
I would say that it's a mini boss fight.
Yeah, you classify this as mini boss?
I think that it's a clear step up of mechanic.
Nice.
I forgot where my normal heal is.
That's okay. But you gave it to the right person. That's
That's half
I
the
know
job, yeah.
I know sometimes that should be slipping for you, but that was good.
You just attacked this guy.
Kicked him in the ass so he'd rush you. Oh, sword stream?
0. 0 on that. Oh, shut up.
I
I'm
wonder-
killing the boy first. He's gonna be dead first.
Which one's the boy?
The fucking alien.
The imp?
Yep.
He's a mud imp.
Mud imp. Damn, mud imp. That's like a racial slur.
Right? Look at this. I don't want none of these.
I don't like these.
Oh my god, they just extract me with 2 bulls.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch needs to wake up.
She napping on the job. Do you have any?
Bro, we have no time for y'all.
What are they called? Heals? I think the
Yep.
item for the status repair.
Right, yeah, you could drop a heal on her, that'll wake her up. Or they gotta hit her. If they hit her, she'll also wake up.
And I'm dead again. Jesus Christ. Wait, hold on.
Still alive.
Hanging on by thread.
I'm hanging on. You're all that's left to hold on to. Alright, so if you're paying attention to this,
Mhm.
when you hit the imp boy is when they do the extract type move.
Yeah.
But he also heals them.
Right. So, and when you hit the blue guy with water, you got a big fat 0.
Yeah.
Perhaps because of the color.
Mm.
Blue. So, yeah, I consider this guy a mini boss because he's a resource drain. You know those fights that are designed to use up all your stuff.
I feel like it's playing boss music though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's playing boss music, so that makes me feel like we're fighting a boss.
That's a really cool attack.
Yeah, it is. It looks great. Reminds me of some King Arthur type shit.
I love Yo, I was trying to surprise you, but I couldn't get it to work. But I was trying to get Legend of Excalibur for the PS2.
Oh, that would have been dope. I love that.
Well, here's the thing. Now that I got the ability to play retros on here, through my capture card.
Yeah.
I'm getting a PS2. It's my next purchase, and then I'm reacquiring the back catalog. So I'm gonna get a copy of Legion. I'm gonna get a copy of everything that has to exist for PS2, and that will be available to stream. And I'm super pumped about it.
Did you see they're releasing the PlayStation Classic?
That is a piece of garbage.
Is it?
Oh yeah. They are using a readily available open source emulator on really shitty hardware.
Oh, wow.
Half the games are the PAL renders, so they run slower than they're supposed to. It's a piece of trash.
Damn.
It's disgusting.
Yep.
Somebody hacked the SNES Classic to run those same games, and it runs them better.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's disgusting. It's
The one that Sony's releasing?
yeah, it's a cash grab, and nobody's buying it, and I'm glad. It's failing miserably because it's a piece of shit.
I'd rather go out and buy a real one.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that Soldier Boy games though?
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, have you seen this?
Oh, you stealing all that shit.
My man is gonna go to jail.
Yo, but when he's there, he can both whip, he can nay, he can Superman that hoe, and he can stanky leg.
Throw some D's on it. Throw some D's on it. Yo,
He
whatever. Right, it's true. I love Soldier Boy forever. For y'all trick, y'all.
Y'all trick, yeah.
Are you familiar with y'all trick, y'all?
No.
That's the real.
The show after this.
That's the real Soldier Boy classic.
I'm talking about forgotten tunes that have shaped the lives of many a young hood rat.
You know, when somebody come up to you and they talking that nonsense, you don't want to hear it, tell them, y'all trick, y'all.
It's real.
That's
that
bad.
exists in our life.
He just has like real bad music.
He never has to work another day in his life.
Yeah.
God damn
With
it.
that real bad music.
Superman out. You.
Superman out. All I'm saying is watch Stanky Leg. I will return in 3 minutes.
Do it.
Honestly,
Damn,
like
you just left us with the stanky leg.
I come from the land where the mullet attacks. Business up front, party in the back. You know, that's the kind of life I led on Staten Island.
Damn, you just kicked a rhyme. That shit was incredible.
It wasn't mine. It's by some band that I used to listen to. It was fucking hilarious.
Keep an eye on your boy Shaq. Oh, one down, one to go.
Yo. Now I gotta figure out this fire boy.
Mhm.
Oh, Shaq needs to be huge.
Well, think about it. If you tried water on the blue guy and that got you nowhere, on the fire guy,
Just a slurp kiss. Yeah, hell yeah. Slurp kiss me.
water might be your best friend.
Yep. So we're just gonna get Dan and do the thing. I don't know. Oh, he just fucking attacked his own guy.
I think that he does that to get him to do the charged
Yeah.
attack, which is pretty cool actually.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
interesting detail.
So yeah, you could probably do a double as long as it has water involved in it. You'd probably be alright.
Aw,
Yeah, see, he don't
I
like
kind of
that.
feel bad for the bullets. Let's just refill. Okay, cherry bombs, I guess. All right, that's fine.
You got this. I feel like you've hit the flow now.
Mm.
You're in the flow state. So yeah, something like that will probably do some serious damage now. Fly out. Oh man, not that much more actually. You'd probably be better off going
With just regular water.
regular water and then just attack with the other two. Or I mean, not necessarily attack. You know, just do what you're gonna do with the other two. Yeah, I mean that's not even that bad to be honest. With the water for big damage. You feeling the difference in Chrono's MP?
Definitely.
It's just like it's kind of unlimited at this point. That'll help too for the item. Ooh, whatever that was.
That was just a rock hit.
That was big boys, big boys right there.
Honestly, everything I do now is kind of big boys, big boys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say something about the state of music that I experienced while I was in Europe, because that was when I remember a specific, particular homecoming dance that I went to, and it was hell for me because everybody was just grinding on each other, and I didn't get it. Somebody was straight up just fucking on the dance floor, and it was weird. And by dance floor, I mean our shabby-ass cafeteria. Steve knows.
Right.
Yeah, I should really be having this conversation with Steve over here, because it was bad. It was bad. I don't know. Europe was always a little bit like they're fancy now because they got some screens in the caf, but nothing that like really has any like they didn't do anything of significance. They added some academies to the school, and it's like, oh cool, y'all are interesting now for some reason. Why couldn't you have all the cool shit when I was there? All right, I'm just gonna snuff this boy.
Snuff him out. I came back.
Yeah, Steve, I was just talking about the Newdorp High School cafeteria and the just terrible state of dance where when I came over to the school and had and I remember a homecoming dance that was the people just grinded on each other. Somebody was straight up fucking in the middle of the cafeteria. It was disgusting.
I felt up a girl in the Slipknot shirt at the second table right when you come through the entrance.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was my table though. That was my
That
table.
was what-
I think you should hit this boy harder than that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're done with the water boy now. I think
Yeah,
this guy,
that's
you
right.
gotta just.
That was the rock and roll table back then.
Oh yeah, well it kind of still is, honestly. I met all of my mains when I came in there to that fucking table. I met a boy that I
Yeah, I
really
think-
liked for a while.
I think maybe try it. Just straight up attack him.
Just attack?
Because he
Yeah,
seems to
straight
be
up.
healing every time he uses magic. Yeah,
He does everything.
he's weak to attack though.
Yeah, because you did 450 on a basic attack. Don't waste your magic power.
That's right.
That was a crit though. Damn. Maybe not.
Which might be strong enough.
She's gonna win the war of attrition though if she keeps going like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, he's only healing one step. I like basically take him down 3 steps. He takes back 1. That's fine.
Little bitch.
He's not really doing
Not a
much for
spot.
himself.
But that goes into the thing that I was telling you about, Dan.
In the text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop talking about me.
Well, because we don't want to backseat drive too much.
Yeah.
So you want to drive backseat drive with yourselves, amongst yourselves?
Yeah. Well, you know, just we drive stick. You know.
I feel you.
That means with.
Actually, y'all both don't drive.
I sucked it back in. I sucked it back in.
Okay, this wasn't bad actually. At
Didn't
all.
want to be mean to the people, you know. We love everybody.
They actually do. which
But
is
not the
kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm walking out of this area, or no? Or,
You got the right idea.
There you go.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Ooh.
Yeah, you made it.
And no reference to break the chain.
I know, right?
Never break the chain. Break the chain.
When it was entirely appropriate. Zero reference.
Break the seal though.
So here's the thing, girlie. I'm just gonna let you know, and you can decide what you want to do. But I'm gonna let you know that you finished that fight and you didn't go back to the save point.
I know I didn't.
So, but you can press forward. You don't have to go back. But if you were to die,
You would have to do that over
you'd
again.
have to do that fight again.
Just so you're aware.
That's what we're here to do. Keep you on the rails. She's doing good damage though.
Yeah. I'm worried about
You
the.
learn life. Okay, so
Oh,
now
yeah.
Chrono can bring people back from the dead.
Oh shit. Alright, we're gonna go see.
I think it's the prudent move.
And he brings them back with more than 50. If I'm not.
Dear Prudence.
Dear Prudence. I never want to hear that song again in my life.
Look around, 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 around.
That song could die in a fire.
Susie Sue did a good fucking job.
You got me like 3 different belly laughs this stream. That song could die in a fire. Say
Don't get me wrong.
Don't forget to shelter. I'm gonna get some ice. You need anything from the kitchen?
yeah.
I'm
Toblerone.
actually gonna go for that pierogi. Little small. It's in the fridge. It's on the lower.
Oh, the thing you bought?
Yeah,
Do you want me to heat it up?
sure.
Hit yourself with a little shelter.
Yes. on mountain. Whoa. Whoa, bitch. Whoa.
Whoa.
Never break the chain. Alright.
So, wait, so you're going to want to go back and save now that you've sheltered, because you save at full power as opposed to saving without being.
Right. You're totally right.
Y'all. I just don't want a repeat of us getting the shit kicked out of us.
Oh boy.
I forgot all about that with the boss that at the top of the stream.
Yeah. Oh.
All
boy.
that shit. I walked in. I do the same thing. I walk in that dead end every time. I know it. Known it there for the past 20 some odd years, and I still walk into it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Pretty cool walking up a chain.
Never break the chain. Yeah, I'm in like. So we almost did. It's 1 hour and 25 minutes, which is kind of cool. Oh, gotta fight these cocksuckers again.
These pricks just showed up.
Gonna use lightning too because fuck you. Gonna do it because fuck you, bitches. Okay. I'm gonna stop looking at the screen when that fucking attack happens because I feel like I'm gonna have a seizure every time.
Right. Epilepsy.
Even though I'm not like epileptic, I just know that.
I wave because I am.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's I'm not epileptic, but wait, what you said? Because you are.
Yep. Sensitivity to it. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I have interesting things happen to me in that department because sometimes when I look too long at a screen, I'll get like a weird migraine.
Yeah.
Where I see a light in the like right straight in the middle of where I'm looking. And all the words are distorted, or like whatever I'm looking at, the face will be distorted. So that's when I know either like a migraine or like whatever my version of a seizure is coming up. And it's so weird. It like takes me over for 30 minutes because it does this walk across my fucking eyes basically. So the light gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it like goes down to my lower eyes and like my the lower part of my eyes, and then like it disappears slowly over here. But it takes 30 minutes to actually get rid of that because
Just looking at everything. And...
yeah, that's why I haven't been like really streaming as much as I have. But yeah, that's literally the only reason why, because I'm a little bit afraid of like looking at the screen for too long without breaks.
Do with sunglasses. Look cool.
I know, right? Yeah, just.
Hard.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my favorite boys. They're like this. All right, let's do this.
Well, you want to fight about it? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've never been particularly light sensitive. I think it's just like something that got brought on by my anxiety, getting bigger, I guess. But you know. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, if I stare too.
Point. Okay, might as well. This is one reason that I could have pressed on, but you know, don't have to risk actually dying to a bullshit enemy.
Oh. I'm watching the gimmick on the stream because the share screen disconnected for some reason.
Oh, is it okay right now, or is it still disconnected?
It's frozen.
It's frozen?
But, yeah, I'm watching the stream. I'm not watching the share screen right now because the share screen is frozen.
Yeah. Dan, the share screen is frozen? Apparently, according to Steve?
Yeah. So we are on Mount Woe. For those of you who may or may not just be joining us.
Sorry, we got into a quick discussion about the Venom movie.
Oh my God, the Venom movie. Okay, so as much as I was happy that like most of the time they were trying to use the we instead of I, they were using I an awful lot for a Venom movie or Venom related anything.
Well,
shouldn't be used at.
They made it a plot point.
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't like that they had to use a plot point at all. It did not need to happen. They could have just done the right job and fucking not fuck up.
It's inherently a plot point already.
Here's what
You
I'm
don't
gonna say about the Venom. And I'm surprised you haven't seen it. Just based solely on your love of the character.
I don't want to see them shit all over it. So.
The movie is a 4. The movie is terrible.
Yeah.
Eddie and Venom are great.
Yeah, amazing dynamic.
Yeah,
I love them.
You'll mark out a couple of times in this movie for their interplay. The movie is a 4, but it entertained me like a 7.
Yeah, you'll have a laugh.
It's a bad movie you can watch.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Cause point in the movie where he's just like, yeah, on my planet I'm kind of a loser, so I'm like, Venom is a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
He just likes biting people's heads off, though.
There's a lot of fun to be had, and Steve, for you specifically. Oh shit, we're getting zeros on the connection.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's connected.
Are we back? Steve, you hear me?
Hello. I think the internet's out. Hello.
It's Dasia. Pause. Stevie, you hear me?
Hello.
Do you hear? Stevie, do you hear?
Hear you.
Stevie, can you hear me?
Stevie,
can you hear me?
Internet, are we with you? Stevie,
Hello.
do you hear us?
Hello. I hear you.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, yeah.
And now it's dipping again. And it's dipping, but it's still on. You hear us?
Fighting. I hear you. It's fighting.
It's fighting. It's fighting for justice. It's fighting for justice. Fuck it. Let's keep going until it absolutely shits the bed.
Yep.
So what was I? Where was I? Oh,
Venom.
Stevie. Specifically for you, post credits.
Post credits. All right. Sweet.
It's worth watching the whole movie for post credits, specifically for you.
Oh my God, the post credits. You're gonna die.
Don't say. Yeah. Don't even say.
I'm not gonna say shit.
Yeah.
It's just you're gonna die.
For you, the post credits will make watching the whole movie worth it.
I
give my solemn vow on that one.
I'm excited to see the post credits because everyone I know, and most people know that Venom is like one of my favorites. So everyone I know that saw the movie has, surprisingly not spoiled it at all. And 2 has said post credits. It's all about the post.
Yeah, because it's that good. Because it's like, if you're into this shit, yo, post credits is real. Post credits is real.
Did you ever get into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the TV show?
No. I should. And it's got the girl from fucking from the show we were talking about off stream. How I Met Your
Robin?
Mother. Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's got a big old soft spot in my heart, that one.
She's also one of the most worth it characters on How I Met Your Mother.
She makes me feel very specific feelings.
And
Also, she's a fucking legend. She was struggling with cancer during the 3rd season of How I Met Your Mother. I'm like,
Yeah, you told me that. That's
barely
crazy
ever
stuff,
seen
man. I got love for that. All kind of love for that. People who fight and don't submit to the things that are whooping their ass, those are people that I love. Which, actually, 2-second heartfelt moment. If you're watching this stream and you're struggling, we love you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess.
If something's whooping that ass, we got your back. Don't worry about it.
If I have to, yeah. You're right. I'm with.
Steve begrudgingly also has your back.
Yeah, he's
Begrudgingly.
like,
So-
he's very picky with that kind
He's
of thing.
disgruntled about it, but he's got your back.
All right. I'm not gonna enjoy it. Still gonna do it, and God.
Which is basically his relationship with anybody.
How's that game?
Really good.
Can I get a bite out?
Absolutely.
I didn't want to have a whole one because I knew I wasn't feeling super hungry, but it smells good.
Not good.
Always hot.
It's very hot. You wrapped it in wet and okay, how y'all feel about stopping over here?
We'll get to a save point
Okay, let's do it.
so we can save, and then we'll call it.
There is a save point.
It's
Right.
coming up.
Yeah.
We're past an hour and a half, so we did the thing.
Hell yeah.
Did the thing. We did the thing.
Plus, I know streaming is like a little bit more taxing than just regular playing, and I want to keep you enthused about what's happening.
Yeah.
So as soon as you start to feel your enthusiasm go, that's when I want to call it every time.
I'm also playing along privately.
Yeah, Steve is playing along and only staying where you are in the game.
Oh shit, that's really cool.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
didn't know that at all. That's
trying
an
to see
interesting surprise.
how you're doing it, and maybe like, I don't know, trying to have fun with it the way you're doing it, and the combinations that you're doing it with too.
Nice.
It's been really revelatory to watch somebody play it from scratch like this, man.
With no experience.
You see what holds up and like what's a little bit like flawed, you know? Like it's funny that the Tyranno layer, I mean, it's like, I think at this point I'm willing to concede that is the low point of the game, because everybody has that reaction of like, ugh, I fucking hate this place.
See, yeah, but it
I don't know if
balances
they
it
wanted
out.
to make this place like that, you know? Oh my god,
It-
just fucking.
It balances it out because the end of it, like
Yeah.
after you beat Azalea, is so fucking cool
Yeah, that's true.
that
That's true.
it's like a palate cleanser for that whole nonsense that came before.
Yeah.
That's true. After that fight was awesome. The whole thing with Lavos falling and all that.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know the apes taking over the world. You know what I mean? And Azalea still not accepting, you know, the ride to be safe.
Could you
You
point
know,
me into the direction of the safe point? Or
Yeah, anyway.
yeah, you're headed.
Keep making progress. You're gonna get there. Because like at this point, it would be kind of a long journey to go back, and you could just keep going forward.
And you're almost to it. You're like, I want to say, a screen, maybe two away. Thought you were gonna get through that.
mm-hmm.
It had other plans. Oh shit! Blizzard chaos.
I love the way the weather clears when he does lightning.
Yeah. Subtle things. Subtle things.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Not for you, for Stas.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose not. I can't see you.
Do you? You can't see it. All right, you don't see the camera. Do you have a favorite character yet? To this point. Now that you know more time, I want to keep asking
Frog.
this as the game goes on.
Oh wait, no. Shaq.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shaq's my baby.
more than Frog. Cool, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like Shaq and Frog actually around the equal amount of time.
Do you think? And this is a question I'm going to pose, especially to.
Oh no,
to
don't attack Danny.
but do you
They
think
have
the
chaos.
fact that Chrono doesn't speak hurts his likability as a character?
While I don't always love, oh shit, we're in a potential problem zone right now. Actually, everybody's chaos at the same time.
Well, once they hit each other, they're out of it. So.
Oh, where? Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yep.
I think the silent protagonist now, at this point in history, is becoming a little tropey. Chrono specifically, I think shines because he manages to have a ton of personality, even though he never says a word. I don't find Chrono lacking for personality.
But I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that he's their favorite.
Yeah,
Do you-
no, he's definitely not my favorite.
Well, because he's you,
I like him. He's great.
right? He's the character, like, you play. Like, I never felt when I was playing Chrono Trigger that I was any of the characters. But Chrono is the blank slate. Chrono is the one that, like, he's the one that you're. When I attack, I think of Chrono. You know what I mean?
You're projecting yourself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So Chrono is like your vessel. And that doesn't always work, but I think it works well with Chrono specifically.
I just think in a game that's titled after him and he's the main character,
Maybe heal up before your next fight.
somehow.
No, I can't do. Wait, hold on. I'm just trying to save, honestly, because I don't want to look at the screen anymore. I was just talking about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying
you know what?
to
You know what?
avoid that.
Save state.
So I'll just make a save state. We can call it right
Yeah.
here. It's fine.
Can we do it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, because it's really bright. It's getting brighter.
I got you. You don't have to even explain.
And
Now,
this
do
works.
you put your health first.
Yeah, this is technically cheating. You know, we shouldn't be doing this for the.
Yeah.
But but for the sake of the stream,
Yeah.
we'll call that. We just got to remember we did that next time we start the game.
Yeah. You know, I don't mean to like
No,
end it so abruptly.
don't
I'm
worry
just
about it.
trying not to like, you know, completely fuck my eyes right now.
Don't worry about it. All right, so that's it. We did the thing. It was great.
Yes.
Made a ton of
Bye,
progress.
guys. Thank you very much.
If you've played the game before, you know where this goes next, and it's going to be fun.
Woohoo.
More soon.
More soon.
Maybe some Dark Souls tomorrow.
Yeah.
More soon.
Peace. Peace, peace.
Bye.
Peace, peace. Later, peace,
Bye.
peace.
Go away.
Peace. Peace.
Click below.
Love you. Love you.
Click.
See you later. Anything you want to say to the people?
That's it. Yeah. Did I say something? I don't know what to say. I guess keep clean, take a shower, and have nice days and sleep well.
Yeah, trick. Yeah.